Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Today we about to talk about Chief Keef, man. Just dropped Almighty Sosa 2, man. Keef back on top, man. Uh Durk, just say they got some music on the way, possible tape on the way. Let's jump straight into it. Man, I'm so happy for Sosa right now, man, because I feel like, man, he been through so much just in life and music in general. And for him to release an album slash tape, after it been what? He ain't really released a real project in probably a good 6 to 10 years. I'm talking about a real project, not just a something to throw out there for fans, just an actual real body of work. I would say the last one for me would be probably Finally Rich. Like, to be honest with you, like an actual body work of an album, like something that you really can promote and be behind. Like, I'm proud of Sosa, man. Like, like this the grown Sosa, like not the 15, 16-year old, blowing up, don't really know what he got on his hand. Like, like Sosa, he's smart now with it. Like, he got his business in order, he got his artists in order, like, he producing on his album, produced the album. Like I'm real proud of Sosa, man. Like he really bossed up, man. Like he independent, got his own label, 43B, signing artist, just released his first, no, I think this is like his second or third project he released on his independent label. This one about to hit the charts. I know this one about to hit the charts because everybody talking about this, you know? And I ain't really trying to call Dirt out, but Dirt trying to ride that wave right now. You ain't been shouting Sosa out and all of that, but maybe he could just be proud of Sosa. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he trying to ride that Sosa wave. But him and Chief Keef dropping some music right now. That would be dope, and it would go number one. But Keith got some bangers out right now. Like I gotta give it to him. That song with Sexy Red, Damn Shorty, like that's about to be in every club this summer. That's about to be played everywhere this summer. Like Sosa came back right, like, and he getting paid right this time. Like it's the difference of coming out with a good body of work or a hit, and then your business side ain't together with it. Like that's what make you not really want to do it. Like you could tell, like when Keith first popped off and he was making those hits, you could tell a lot of the things he did probably was obligations from Interscope and stuff like that. Like Keith now he's setting up his own tours, his own interviews, everything. Like he doing everything how he want to do it versus how a label tell him how to do it or telling him to be here at this time. Keith ain't like that no more. Like he a boss now. Like I show up when I show up. Like I set the time when I show up. If I don't want to show up to 12, I'm gonna tell you the meeting ain't to 12. Y'all ain't gonna tell me to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boss now. Like he know the game. Like he know about publishing, masters. He know about all of this because he went through this. Bad deal with Interscope. Bad deal with billionaire David Aoki or something like that. So he went through several deals to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? So he know what he doing. And the body of work that he putting out is actually good. So I got to give Keith his credit. He came back and he came back in a way that a lot of artists really can't come back. Like a lot of times when artists take years away out of the spotlight and the limelight, it's hard for them to get that boost and like, oh, such and such about to drop because like, we live in a generation to where it's like it's an artist every day that pop out. So it's like we so infatuated with the next thing. So it's like we washy. Like, all right, one day it's gonna be Sexy Red, the next day it's gonna be somebody else. Like that's just the way hip hop in the world work. But for Chief Keef to come back for after being gone for so long and really drop a tape that got the music industry talking about, got all the bloggers doing reactions and all of that, I'm like, dang, Sosa back. Like he got a real buzz. Like I know this gonna chart on the top 100. Like I know this about to be on top on Apple Music and all of that. Like and he promoted it well. He did a interview with Apple Music. He promoted it well. So I'm proud to say that Keith finally know what he doing, man. It's a difference, like I'm gonna say, making hits and not making the right money off of it and not promoting it well. Like Keith in the beginning, he was missing shows and missing interviews and not showing up to music videos. Like, like that. I hate being sober. Like, that's a video shoot, for example, like that he missed. And that was a big song. Like, if he would have did that interview, he had Wiz Khalifa and 50 on it. Like, that could have been like a breakthrough, like another breakthrough song. But him being a young, immature kid, he didn't want to go to the video shoot, and he didn't go. And the song did numbers, but not what it could have did with a video from Chief Keef. But he doing his thing, man. I'm proud of Keith, man. I feel like a lot of artists can't take a break like that and come back and have that type of buzz and anticipation. Like, we've been waiting on Keith to drop this. But of course, he always delay his projects and stuff like that. But he said, I'm dropping it this Friday, and he dropped it, man. Almighty Sosa 2 is out right now, man. Y'all can go check it out. It's on all platforms. It's doing numbers right now, man. And it got some dope features on there, got a couple of his artists on there. It got Quavo on there. Sexy Red, I believe, is on there. So, he definitely got some bangers, man. I definitely know it's going to chart in the top 100, man. I'm calling it out right now. Keith about to chart again for the first time in like probably 10 years, And on top of that, he got a tour that's going with it. It's called A Lil Tour. That's actually the name of it, A Lil Tour. I think it's like 15, 20 cities. I could be a little bit wrong. It's probably between 10 to 20 cities that he about to do, So he about to scrape up a bag. He his own manager, so he getting all of that. He know the game, Drop a project, do a tour, and after that, after them 20 shows, he gonna get booked for 10 more shows and 5 more shows, because it's Sosa, bro. Who don't want to see Sosa, man? One of the kings, one of the founders of drill rap. Like, who don't want to see him? Like, I said one of the fathers. I'm not gonna say the creator. I'm gonna say one of the fathers of drill rap, man. Like, who don't want to see Keith, man? And especially if he actually going and actually the last 3-4 years he actually been showing up on time to events and shows. He ain't been missing that bag. Since he managing himself. He been showing up to shows. So he knocked these 20 out. I could see another 10 coming, because all the cities gonna want Sosa to pull up. Like, who not gonna want Sosa to pull up? Then he got a show with Cole Bennett in Chicago this summer, So that's his first time gonna perform in Chicago in over 10 years, man. Keith doing it big right now, man. So people can sit back and say, man, he doing this wrong, he doing that. But I'm gonna say this again: it's not too many artists that could take a break like the way he took a break and be able to come back and have so much anticipation and buzz around your album that you about to drop. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give Keith his credit. He probably ain't gonna do 100,000 first week or none of that, but I definitely know that he gonna chart. He gonna chart the top 100. For real. And like I say, Durk just released a tweet. He congratulated him and said, we got music coming out. I should release our unreleased. I feel like he trying to ride that wave, Sosa, But at the end of the day, them two dropping music would definitely be good. From what I was hearing on the internet, is possibly that they could be working on a possible tape. Just imagine a Lil Durk and Sosa tape, But I'm pretty sure right now he gonna ride out his wave of his album, his project, before he drops something else. I'm pretty sure Lil Durk gonna drop an album before he would do something like that with Chief Keef, But if them two did come together and release enough songs, to put a little EP together, it would definitely, make both of them some bread, you know, Dirk Money got to go through Sony, alimony, and all of that. Chief Keef, he independent, So if Chief Keef says it's a go, it's a go, But I definitely can't wait to hear some of their music that they got coming out. But like I say, man, I wish Chief Keef the best. Y'all go listen to his new project just came out. Almighty Sosa just dropped at I believe it came out at midnight last night. But man, we y'all don't understand, man, the type of legend that's in our presence right now, man. It's probably because we take him for granted because when he came out, you know, he was an immature kid, arrogant, you know, just cocky. Now this is the grown man Sosa. You know, we got to give him his flowers while he's here, man. He's one of the founders and one of the creators of drill rap, you know. Got to give him his credit. The same way you got to give Duck his credit. The same way you got to give Pac-Man his credit. Same way you got to give King Louis his credit. Same way you got to give FBG Duck his credit. Same way you got to give Lil JoJo his credit. You know. Same way you got to give Lil Mister his credit. You know. Same way you got to give Pete Rico his credit. King Yella, Billionaire Black, E-Day, you know, 600 Breezy, Rondo number 9. L.A. Capone. It's a lot of dudes you got to get. But if it wasn't for Chief Keef opening that door, you would have never heard of none of those names. It's your boy D's Media signing out.